Welcome to Norfolk Perspective City Slice. I'm Bob Batcher. I'm going to do this show without a script because I am with a friend, a longtime friend, Susan Mayo, who's with the food bank. How's it going?
It's going great. Thanks for having me today, Bob.
Yeah, I wanted to just kind of sit and have a conversation with you because it's a long-term problem with exciting solutions that they can get involved in, right?
Most definitely. We really need the public support in leading the effort in the fight against hunger.
Okay, now let me roll back and challenge you as probably one of the most prominent marketing people in the region. How do you make the message new, though?
That's a challenge, and I think if people think about hunger and think about the food bank and what the food bank can offer to people who don't know where their next meal is coming from, we're truly a safety net, and we're constantly seeing new clients, maybe clients that were formerly donors that are now seeking assistance from the food bank. So it's due to life changes. It could be somebody just lost a job, maybe is underemployed, maybe they had a catastrophic event that occurred in their family, and they just need the services of the food bank. And many times it's not, long term. Maybe it's just, a couple weeks, a couple months just to get their feet back on the ground. And if our region didn't have a food bank, where would all these people go that need the assistance of a food bank? So today we can talk about some of those programs and services and how people can help to support us.
Yeah, because September is going to be a special time. You got a lot of activities planned. Now let me wind back a little bit. Okay, when you and I were talking in a different world, you could say, okay, at the corner of, there's a store. Where is the food bank?
The food bank is located at 800 Tidewater Drive in Norfolk, so we're not too far from downtown. And we also serve the Eastern Shore of Virginia, so we also have a branch location in Tasley, Virginia. And one of the things that we've done over the last 2 years is, in order to serve more people in our region, especially some of the outlying areas or perhaps maybe areas that don't necessarily have food pantries in a particular neighborhood, we actually have a mobile pantry. So think of it as the food bank going to the community. So the mobile pantry is out 5 days a week. It's staffed by volunteers. We have team leaders. We have volunteer support. We also have a food bank mobile pantry coordinator who coordinates all of the visits, in the community. So it's a great service, and it continues to grow because it's in such demand.
That's so super, because I know we're dealing a lot in the city side with our setting priorities and developing plans to meet some of those priorities. And one of them is access, and quite often it's easy to talk about transportation as an access mode, but access to good quality food is difficult for some of our people, even though they may appear to have a grocery store 4 blocks away, but they can't get out of their home.
Right, and
that's a way of reaching out.
That is a challenge, and to your point, our mobile pantry does visit a number of the senior homes where people are living on fixed incomes, and in some cases our volunteers will take the food from the mobile pantry and bring it up to the residents' apartments. So especially if they're physically challenged, they can't get out, then this way we're bringing the food to them. So the mobile pantry is one of my favorite programs because it does provide that access to people who perhaps live in a neighborhood where there's not access to a food pantry. And on behalf of our 325 partner agencies, if you think of a food bank, our food bank in Norfolk think of it as the warehouse and distribution center. It's truly the hub. It's where all the food comes in, whether it's donated or whether it's purchased, because we've had to purchase product to meet the needs of our clients. And then we have 325 partner agencies and programs throughout our service area, which is the 5 cities of Hampton Roads, Eastern Shore, and then also all of the surrounding counties up through Emporia, Southampton County, and part of Sussex. And in those communities, we have a network of partner agencies that are certified food bank agencies that will distribute food that's donated to us. So again, it's close to the neighborhood, close to that community. And we couldn't do our jobs without our partner agencies.
It's a lot of moving parts.
There is a lot of moving parts. When you come to the food bank, we've got, procurement where we're purchasing food, or we've got the warehouse team that when food comes in, every single can, box, or package that's donated has to be inspected. We need to ensure that it's, food safe,
okay.
that it's within date, that the product is safe to eat. And then, once that food is inspected, and we have trained volunteers that inspect the product, then it goes in, we categorize it so it goes into racks in our warehouse, and then it goes into our agency distribution areas. So when our agencies come in to either, when they come to get food, it's set up like a little mini grocery store is probably the best way to describe it.
Wow.
And they can get the product. We also have a new service called Agency Express, where agencies can order online. So again, we're trying to simplify the process. We're trying to make it more convenient for our agency partners, because many of these food pantries are run by volunteers. Many of them are faith-based partners, churches, synagogues, other places of worship that are providing this really as part of their ministry to help people in the community that are hungry. And one of the ones I wanted to just talk about briefly that I recently had a chance to visit that really truly touched me was the Eastern Shore Chapel in Virginia Beach on Laskin Road. They serve over 700 families a month. And when I went in and we were doing some, photography, trying to get some, photography from our marketing brochures, they treat their clients as guests. In fact, they don't call them clients, they call them guests.
Oh, wow.
And they have a special waiting area. There's no stigma because, standing in line to get food can sometimes be embarrassing to people. They don't want to have to ask for food, but they know they need food for themselves or their family. And it was just such a special, visit, because not only did they make their guests feel welcome, they also provided what I called world-class service. They actually helped people out to their cars with their food items. And they had a little mini farmers market set up too, so they had produce that had been donated, and they gave people the chance to pick whatever produce items they needed. And produce is such an important part of our client diets, and we are trying now to increase the produce that we're getting, working with farmers. We've had some community gardens this past summer, trying to do more with getting people fresh product.
Well, and I mean, because it's not just a matter of macaroni and cheese and cans of beans and corn.
Well,
I mean, it really is across the board.
Right. Think about what you have on your plate. And, when we think about, eating during the day, our meals, they're kind of a transition. We have breakfast, maybe a snack, lunch. We're thinking about our next meal, maybe at 3:30, 4 o'clock. But for people who don't have food or don't have enough to eat, giving them something to eat is transformational. We're transforming and changing a life.
Wow. Now, I mentioned a couple of times you've got some really special events coming up throughout the whole month of September. What are some of those?
Well, what I wanted to talk about is our theme this year. It's part of a national effort. Our food bank is one of 202 food banks throughout the country. And the theme this year is to speak out against hunger. 1 out of every 4 people in our community has used the services of the food bank this past year.
Well, you want to repeat that? Because I think it's significant.
1 out of every 4 people.
Wow.
So at one point in time, this past fiscal year has used the services of a food bank, whether they've come to the food bank directly to get food, or they've used our partner agency, or their child may participate in the after-school kids cafe, or our weekend backpack program that we do through our public school systems to give children food over the weekend that otherwise would be food insecure. So there's 30 ways in 30 days that things that you can do. You can go to our website, download our calendar. We have a lot of special events that are going on that you can participate in. You can volunteer. We have a volunteer website that you can go on the food bank website and just check to see what volunteer opportunities are there, not just during the month of September, but any time during the year.
And boy, now is the time to be ramping it up. And if you're sitting there thinking that, well, I'm not as well off as I used to be, there's not much I can do, there is something you can pull down and do something.
And also thinking about it, for every $1 that is donated to the food bank, we can purchase up to $6 worth of grocery products. So because of the leverage that we can leverage with our food suppliers, so even $1, makes a big difference. Or maybe conducting a food drive in your neighborhood. And we would like everyone to think about the color orange, because orange is the symbolic color of hunger. So we're trying to promote that more. I'm wearing my orange ribbon. Our food bank team will be dressed in orange throughout the month of September. But just bringing, again, the awareness that hunger is an issue in our community, and 1/3 of the people that we do serve are children.
Wow. Well, keep that in mind. Norfolk Perspectives is an orange set. So we're there for you. You be there for them. We need you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for being here.